I'm Jill. 6 months have passed since the tumultuous events on the Ocean Spirit cruise, and I find myself in the sunlit kitchen of my new apartment in Wilmington, North Carolina. From the sixth-floor balcony, I watch the sails glide across the horizon each morning, and the sound of crashing waves is like the steady heartbeat of the new life I'm building from the ground up. It all started when I was in a long-term marriage. I was married to Mark for 12 years. Mark came from a well-to-do family in Boston. His parents were strict and business-oriented, always pushing him to achieve more. Mark himself was a workaholic, constantly bragging about his strategic mind, but so caught up in his work that he often forgot the important things in our relationship. One Tuesday afternoon, as I was finishing a client report for my small brand consulting business, my phone buzzed. A notification from our shared family cloud popped up. Mark usually controlled all our tech access, so this was a rare occurrence. I didn't pay much attention until I saw the synced email title, a booking confirmation for a platinum suite couples spa package and private dinner on the Ocean Spirit cruise. My heart sank when I saw the guests. Mark was listed as the first guest, and the second was Lily. I knew Lily well. She was a new hire at Mark's firm, with auburn hair and a flirty smile. I remembered the Christmas party last year, when she came to our house. She took a glass of red wine from my hand and looked at me with an expression that I later realized was pity. I didn't react with anger or tears at first. A cold chill ran down my spine as I scrolled through the email. It detailed a 7-day Caribbean cruise departing from Miami on March 14th. The cabin number was 9242 on Deck 11, facing the ocean, with a massage appointment and a romantic dinner scheduled on the day Mark claimed he'd be at a conference in Seattle. Then, another notification appeared, a photo of Lily in black lace lingerie in a changing room, with the caption, "Can't wait for you to take this off me. Counting down the hours, baby." I felt as if someone had squeezed my chest. The question, "Why me?" echoed in my mind. But then I remembered something. At a charity gala last month, I overheard Lily gushing about her fiancé, Ryan. Ryan was a tech entrepreneur from Silicon Valley, planning to expand his startup, Novatech, into the Midwest. I remembered how she showed off her engagement ring and talked about their pre-wedding cruise on the Ocean Spirit. I immediately opened my laptop and found Lily's public social media profile, filled with pictures of her and Ryan with captions like "soulmates" and "blessed bride." I also saw her recent post about going on a solo cruise to relax before the wedding. The cruise dates matched exactly. I decided then that I wouldn't just collapse. I opened LinkedIn and found Ryan's company email. I sent him a concise and emotionless message, attaching a screenshot of the booking email and the lingerie photo. I proposed a meeting at a local cafe the next morning. To my surprise, Ryan replied quickly, saying he'd be there. When I met him at the cafe, he looked different from the confident man I'd seen at a tech summit. He'd lost that self-assured glint in his eyes. After I showed him the evidence, he asked what to do. I told him I'd already booked a cabin next to Mark and Lily's and suggested we both go on the cruise as witnesses. We secured our tickets, mine in cabin 9244 and his in 9243. We came up with a cover story of being old college friends who reconnected and decided on a spontaneous vacation. In the days leading up to the cruise, we prepared meticulously. Ryan printed out the entire cruise itinerary, mapped out the cabin layout and color, coded potential contact points, areas to avoid, and strategic appearance spots. I took care of our appearance, creating fake college photos and selecting 5 dresses for different scenarios on the cruise. Each dress was chosen to present a stronger version of myself, the woman Mark no longer had control over. We also rehearsed reaction lines and recorded voice memos. I gathered evidence like bank statements and text histories, while Ryan retrieved GPS logs and reports showing Lily's unauthorized use of corporate funds. The night before the cruise, we met at a riverside wine bar. Ryan asked if I was ready, and I told him I was ready not just to expose them, but to reclaim my life. On the first day of the cruise, we checked in separately. In the afternoon, at Harbor Key, a private island, we had our first encounter. Mark was carrying cocktails when he saw me. He froze, and I calmly said, Seattle looks different, doesn't it? His hands trembled, and he was speechless. Ryan then appeared and handed Lily a printed receipt of the cruise booking paid, with Mark's corporate card from his company, Zenith Corp. I pointed out that the card was approved with my help for business expenses. We made it clear that their relationship not only wrecked a marriage, but also violated corporate ethics. Over the next few days, we continued to disrupt their cruise. At the spa, we got their couple's suite reassigned. During a kayaking tour, Mark saw me laughing with Ryan, and Lily was constantly looking over her shoulder. On the formal gala night, I arranged for photos of Mark and Lily's past vacations to be shown on the LED screen, followed by a screenshot of Lily's engagement post with Ryan. The ballroom fell silent. Mark and Lily tried to leave, and I left a USB drive with voice recordings on their table. The next morning, we delivered a leather album of photos capturing their tense moments to their cabin. Later, the ship's intercom called them to the management office for travel expense inquiries. When the ship docked in Miami, I gave Mark the divorce papers. Now, 6 months later, my business has 3 steady clients, and I'm no longer in the shadow of my failed marriage. Ryan's company, Novatech, has opened a new office in Raleigh, and we meet monthly to share our new lives. Recently, he mentioned a promo email from the Ocean Spirit. He suggested we go on another cruise as friends, and I agreed. I know that the truth was painful, but it set me free. I'm no longer the woman who lived in the shadow of a toxic marriage. I'm ready to embrace the new year and the new me.